Hello.
Hi,
We are back.
it's
We
us.
hope you are good. We hope you've had a good weekend
Yeah.
and have a good week upcoming. Sorry, I'm tired after work. Uh but I was gonna say, dude, NHL so the Stanley Cup happened. I was actually watching. Well, not all of it. I went to sleep after the second period, but uh and Florida won back to back years in a row. They won last year and they won this year.
No shit. It is always
Yeah,
wild to me
against the
that
same team.
it's always wild to me that Florida is like a good hockey team. Like,
Well, they haven't been until now. That's
well,
what's
the
weird
past
about it
couple
because they've
years.
sucked forever.
I mean, it makes sense
Yeah,
that they would suck because like it's Florida. Like,
yeah.
you're not a
Well, I
winter
guess what
sport
they did
place.
was since I've been paying attention to it more, they've been what they did was one obviously Florida's a no state income tax, so they're able to give you
Yeah.
better contract wise. Uh, but the when they have, I guess they built like their facility in a town essentially for the players so that like they live within a golf cart driving distance of where they play and train, so they literally don't have to uh like I guess one of the reasons they're so good is because they made it a point to be like close and be friends because they all live right there together. So they all do like everything together and all like they golf a lot, but they also go to dinners together and stuff for team dinners and shit a bunch. Uh, but they were explaining like that's one of the reasons I think they're so good is they took because I guess a lot of teams have a requirement to wear a suit to walk into the arena, and he was like, just like formality stuff. It's old school formalities,
Yeah.
and they got rid of those rules and a lot of stuff that used to be there. And he was like, they try to make it about being fun for him. Uh, Damn it! I knew it was gonna happen. But sorry, guys. But yeah, they fucking destroyed Edmonton. And that's who they versed last year, too. So there was like, Edmonton should have had the vengeance part, but like, holy shit. They got smashed. Like, the Oilers won one good game and then put up a fight 2 games and then lost. It was just like, I think it was, yeah, a 4-2 series. Like they did something, but these are the last 2 games. They didn't. I think they scored one goal in the third period of the final game. Otherwise, they didn't score one goal for 2 games. And Florida scored like it's 5-1 for the final. Two empty net, but it was. I mean, the one guy got 4 goals.
That's absurd, man. It's
Yeah,
fucking
I was like, what the
absurd.
fuck? Like, so that was interesting to watch. Because I wanted the Edmonton to win because of their player. I've said that before, but the sorry, throw that in the trash. Which I should have emptied his trash day, and that already happened. Fuck. Like, uh, but they yeah. So that was something that happened. That's all over. But like now, Florida might. They actually have the chance to be three-peat because like it's very not many teams in NHL have done the double thing. Like the Wings have done it. I think I think Toronto did it or someone else did it. It was the Oilers I think back because they haven't won it since 1993 or something. So, since Gretzky played for them. No. Oh no, that's what it is. The no Canadian team has won the cup since 1993. So that's what the whole. Yeah,
America,
that's pretty
buddy.
funny.
You let us in.
Well, the funny debate is that they're like, but like 70% of every roster is made of all Canadians, anyways.
Yeah,
So they're like
Canadians, Russians.
Swedes,
Yeah.
Norwegians, yeah. But no, I guess like a giant chunk of the roster on Florida actually is Canadian players. So they're like, this sucks. But
Oh.
no, that was I'll say I don't have too much going on to talk about this weekend. But
I got a little bit.
I was say, yeah, I'll let you talk about it.
You might be happy about it. Well, I don't know if I ever explained this D&D character to you, but in Nick's game, for the longest time I wanted to play a character named Gail Thompson until I met Gail. And then I was like, well, this is the Gail Thompson character I wanted to play. And it was for a one shot. So I was like, it's going to be my edgy character to make fun of Teresa. But then it turned into a campaign. So I was like, I was literally playing like a 12-year-old boy. Like, I'm not going to play a campaign as a 12-year-old. I'm going to die, and that's going to be traumatic. So
Yeah.
Nick and I worked together, like, to figure out, like, the original idea was like, hey, can we just age me up? Like, just make me 30. But then we worked together to where, like, anytime I left for work, I came back and I was a few years older in game, even though it had only been like a couple weeks. So like,
yeah,
in game time, like, you know, I might have been gone for like a month or two, but in game I was gone for like 2 days, but I somehow aged 5 years. Nobody was really catching on to it. But the story was that, my brother was a warlock, and unknowingly his powers came from my character's life. So like, the more his brother, who was missing, used his powers, the more I died. And like, a cool idea, but like, we wound up having to stop because, you know, all the stuff going on with Nick. Well, no, that would have been cool. But we had to stop playing, like, all the stuff going on with Nick in his life. So like, we pulled back a little.
Oh,
but
yeah, that's fair.
I'm playing a one shot on Saturday with Teresa, and I'm playing the same character, but he's an elf, but he's gonna be the equivalent of like a 90-year-old human. So he's like old as fuck for an elf. And I'm really excited to play that because I'm playing him with a different name, same character, same look, same everything, and like, I want to see if Teresa's like, oh, you're playing the old version of him. And I'm gonna be like, no, this is the bad timeline where the party never found his brother and he's about to die. Like,
yeah,
he's close.
That's so funny. Mid battle, all of a sudden,
just die.
You should include that. You should tell them like, hey, if you want to, for the funny of it, at some point you should just say, and out of nowhere, his brother uses the last of his magic that Edie could leave.
He just turns to
in
dust.
Front of you.
Just turns to dust. But I'd have
all
to.
His gear he ever collected is now just on the ground.
I'd have to talk. It's a different DM running the one shot. It's the guy who does the Ren Fair pub crawl. He does the. I still want to do this with you. He'll make a one shot based off of whatever story you want. He'll come up with everything, and then he'll cook like a 3 to 5 course meal. So it's like you're playing D&D, and then during your breaks, instead of, you know, let's order a pizza, let's get Doritos, this motherfucker will bring out like soup, like a fucking Thai salad thing that's based off of your tiefling character. Like, he'll bring out some crazy shit. Cool. Yeah, like the last time we played, it was like it's like this really fancy fried chicken, and like, dude, it's amazing. Like, I actually went to normally I've been spending like 2 hours in the gym. I've been spending like 3 hours in the gym this week because I was like, all right, we're going to dinner with one of the bosses on Wednesday. And then I fly home Friday. So, I got to have the airport food. And then I don't really have my healthy stuff at home because I'm not going to buy, a bunch of shit for 2 days. And then, I
Yeah.
have that fucking 3 to 5 course meal on Saturday. So I'm like, I'm going to go to the gym for like 3 hours every day this week. So I don't like, fall back into what I was doing before, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's um sorry. The it almost went down the wrong pipe. That sounds legit. I've been thinking about wanting to like fry some stuff
Yeah.
recently, but like, shallow frying it at least, but like I'm always like, what do you do with the oil?
Uh,
You just reuse it? Like filter it and reuse it, right? A
re
couple times or no?
reuse it. You can store it in jars. That's It's gonna sound real redneck of me, but that's literally what we would do. Like, if we didn't have a use for it, we would just throw it in a jar, and then when it solidifies, you can just throw it out.
That's kind of what I figured.
Yeah, you can turn it into candles.
So,
I made a bacon candle
ooh,
in, what year was that? 2015, 14. Yeah,
that's cool.
I took all our bacon grease and turned it into a candle, and it smelled exactly like bacon, which was what I wanted. But
Yeah,
you don't want a bacon candle, man. Your whole house just smells like
yeah, it's a
bacon and it's
lot of bacon.
gross.
To be fair, like that just makes you hungry all
Mm-hmm.
day. Like, like we're talking about that, and it's gonna make me like as soon as we're done with this, like I'm definitely gonna go get dinner,
Yeah. I've got some chicken marinating right now. Um I
dude.
still got to go. I don't know how long I'm going to get extended for. So like grocery shopping is starting to get a little like iffy, you know. But I got to pick up some more cuz all I have right now is I probably have enough for like 2 more weeks worth of food. But I don't really have any sides to go with it, and then also like, you know, I need to kind of up I need to up what I'm eating because I was doing the intermittent fasting, but now that I've upped what I'm doing at the gym, I'm like starving by like 1 o'clock. And
Yeah,
then, next week I'm going on that split shift. So I normally eat around 4 or 5 o'clock. That's going to be when I'm at work.
yeah.
So now I got to figure out what time frames I'm eating.
Adjust.
Yeah. Cause I'm still going to wake up at 6 a.m. Like we're only doing it for a week. So I don't want to, I won't have to set an alarm clock, which will be nice. But I'm gonna try to go to the gym at like 7 in the morning, be ready for work by 11. If I oversleep a little bit, there's no way I'm sleeping in past 10:30, so I should be fine. But I'm still gonna try to set the
Yeah,
alarm.
I'm starting to try and work out a little bit more. I got that bench from my coworker. I got a I think maybe this weekend when I have some time I'm going to try and get the mats swapped out
Okay.
in there so I can put them on the floor and then get to have that more set up. I talked to my one coworker again. It's gonna be, it might be a little bit before I can get that squat rack because the guy who's at the place is like doing stuff. So I'm getting to the point where I think I'm just gonna Facebook Marketplace buy one
Yeah,
and be like, hey, I've been waiting months essentially to get this from the guy. I tried, but like I want to work out, and it's
that's
getting
valid.
hot now.
That's valid. I'm like this close. Like it's possible we'll get extended out here for a while.
Yeah,
Because GM already announced the money they're putting into a lot of places. This is one of them. So like might be here a little while longer because the what I'm hearing is the other project up there is going to be like late 26, early 27. Yeah. Um
Yeah.
so it's possible, but I'm like this close cuz I've been going hard at the gym, and like when I started I felt bad cuz it was like I used to curl 45s. Like why'd I have to drop down to 30s? Now I'm getting close to
Yeah.
that, and the weights max out at 50, so I'm like this close to going to the hotel staff and being like, hey, I bought a couple more dumbbells to throw in there. Like, everyone can use it. Like, this is my donation to you. Like, 'cause there's
That'd
this,
be so funny. There's like, oh shit, okay.
yeah. It's like, dude, they know me by name now. It's wild. Like, I've been here that
I
long.
mean,
Like,
yeah.
yeah. But, like, you know, one of the people that works there, he was in the gym with me, and I'm like, yeah, it's going to be a problem because you only go up to 50 here, and I'm getting close to needing more. And he's like, oh, yeah, like, I don't know how we get more. I'm like, go buy some. Like, I don't want to keep them in my room because then I'd have to carry them downstairs every day.
Hey, you should make a deal with them. Be like, hey, like if I donate these to your gym, can I get some extra towels or something? Like some
Yeah.
extra amenities for free as
If I donate
an
these to your gym,
exchange.
can I get
I don't even know.
a free drink at the bar every day? You know?
Yeah, for like a week,
Yeah.
something like that. I don't know, a couple free meals for the week.
Yeah. Well, it's been
Or
chill,
just
man.
be like, see if they're actually willing to buy some more weight. Be like, I'm gonna be here a while. Can we at least get me 55s?
Yeah, I'm this close to asking them and just being like, hey, like I'll even throw money in on it. Like I'm here, and like it's not much different than the gym at home. Like you got like the actual equipment you can use in a barbell back home at a real gym, which is nice. But like free weights, if I could get like some 60s, like I'm never gonna be curling 60s, but like for chest and shoulders, like
Pushing.
yeah. If I get to a point where I'm curling
Yeah.
60s, I'm doing fucking steroids, man.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I can curl the 45 because I have 45s down there that I just like. I'm trying to make it a habit of at least every time I like go out there, I do a push like just a chest fly,
Mm.
or not chest fly, but just chest push, and with the free weights, and then sometimes I'll just do like a couple curls with them, and then set them down. But like also at work, I'm trying to make myself at least one rack a day. Every part I put on it, I do a squat with the part.
Nice.
It's 18. There's 18 parts on a rack, so it's 18 weighted squats throughout the whole day. And I already have to kind of squat when I pick them up, anyways. But this is like an extra set. And then once in a while, I just fucking curl the part.
Yeah. I
want to say the part's like, I don't know. How heavy do you think a steering gear is? Like 45 pounds, 40 pounds?
40, 50 pounds. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's not crazy heavy. It's because it's just long.
Yeah. It's long and it's solid. Just like our friendship.
And then on the ends, it has noodle arms.
Yeah.
It's a steering gear pit and the whole, yeah.
Yeah. We're not really supposed to be like where we work. We're not supposed to be like lifting any parts. Like it's very, very much the union is supposed to do a lot of things here.
Yeah.
But we have a good rapport. So like, we're just helping you. Like, we're not going to take your work. Like,
Yeah.
just so you can actually go do something that you need to do, like load the part in for me. I'll get it out later. But we had like a test 2 weeks ago, and I was like, hey, can I steal that part for like some studies I need to do? Like, I'll just grab it out of the CISO for you. And everyone's like, yeah, sure. And I pulled it out, and behind me, like, they're talking ergo and they're like, yeah, we might have to get a lift assist because these parts are kind of heavy, and I'm just like, are they?
Walking by.
Like, I'm holding a lift gate with one arm, and I'm like, I should pretend like they're like talking ergo. I'm like, I should hold this properly, but I'm like, it's not that bad. Like, I just watched a really old lady
Yeah.
do it. Like, it's not awful.
To be fair, they're probably talking about it for people that have to lift it every single day.
Yeah, every day, like consistently, for sure. But in my opinion,
like when I do it in a form.
Yeah,
you know, like I'm doing it proper as a form, and that's why it's not too bad. Obviously, I get a little sore here and there, but that's just because it's all day. And
yeah,
tired.
This one will be. I think it's either once a week or once a day. They have to pull 5 parts out of the line, run them through the scan box without hinges, and then put them back. So it's only 5 parts. Normally, like, these are fully built, of course, but normally, like, it goes into the rack and then the high-low takes it, and you're never going to pick up more than 5 parts at that weight in a day, unless you're me and you have to measure 100 parts and fix them.
Yeah, that's dumb.
But to me, the lift assist it's harder to do in that kind of spot, because you have to like lift it up like this way and then like tilt it in and load it, and it's just easier to lift the part and drop it.
No, 100%. Like I use at my work, the hoist is just as simple. It's just essentially hooks that grab little latches they built into it, and so it's easy. It's pretty sensitive. So I know how to use it really well now, obviously, after a long time. But like new hires are always like they're jerking around and shit, and or I shouldn't even say new hires, just anyone new using that hoist.
Yeah.
And they can't do it fluidly, and I'm like, oh god.
No, I had it.
I do a job that
you get used to it. I could see that. I know when I was on Final Line, I barely had to use the lift assist, but every single time I was like, you know what? It's either I use the lift assist and somebody else is gonna bolt everything up, or I'm just gonna hold it in the position I want and they're still gonna bolt it in, and like I can't see around the assist, so like I'm just gonna pick this hood up, throw it down, and then you go quick because it's heavy. You know?
Yeah. No, it's for me. Yeah, I don't even. They have to put 2 people on my job when I'm not doing it, so it's kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know, but then also like you have to put the rack that they come apart. There's only 3 in each little spot, and there's 18 parts per rack, so. Each rack, I get also the part racks are like 18. So on great days, like it's just asking for all of the same part, and I happen to have all of the parts in the rack without using them, so I don't have to like. It's just all right there.
Yeah.
But you still have to like. I take 3 of the parts, and then I have to take the giant plastic holder off, and then 3, and then do it again, and then put it all back and turn it, and then do that. And so people are always like, when there was 2 people, I think essentially what we used to do is one guy would take the parts, and then the other guy would take the rack apart for you and put it back together while you do that.
Yeah, make a little assembly line basically out of it.
Yeah.
But you and I, we have that advantage of like always coming up with the quickest and easiest way to do something. So like,
yeah,
give us a couple days on it, we'll figure it out.
Yeah. And also in my area, like, because it is just me, like I don't have to worry about like when I walk further back with a hoist apart, I put it on there and I just throw it towards my rack because I always pick up the one I need first, and then the one that's hanging in the air is the one I'll need later. And so I'm always like, all right, yeah. So I just chuck that thing sideways. because there's no one in my area but me, so it's no danger to anyone. But if there's another guy there, I always gotta be like, all right, gently like move
Yeah.
it and slide it. It's always annoying. And
Yeah.
then they still like they rotate around and shit here and there, so that whoever's there just fucking gets. It's not they don't get hit hard unless I throw it at them, but. And I don't
Hey.
do that. That's just like it just sits there and then it just kind of slowly rotates and it's just one of those like,
Yeah.
But to be fair, it's always the plastic tip on the end of the pivot or pinion part.
Yeah.
That's the part that always little taps you and you're always like, God damn it! Just but yeah, sorry, we're just talking about work shit.
It's fine, man. That's
Like, other than that, I'm playing. Came to my want to buy a game and I bought PGA for my PlayStation. I'm playing golf.
okay.
I'm like,
I haven't.
It's actually pretty good.
I haven't played anything in a while, man. I'm starting to get busy again, but like it's stuff I want to do. So it's not like before where it was like, I had D&D on a Monday and then podcast Tuesday and Thursday, which don't get me wrong, I want to do. But then I'd have something on Wednesday and then something on Friday and it was like no time. But now
Everything.
it's I can't play a video game because I'm going to the gym and then getting back at like 6:30, 7 o'clock, and then I'm tired. Like
Yeah.
it's free time, but in a different way. But I still do. I want to after this because I fly home tomorrow. After this, I just want to boot up Expedition 33 and fucking play all night because I got to leave here at like 3 a.m. So I'm like, maybe
just play into the night and
maybe just pull an all-nighter,
It's not bad. Not a bad call. Check the phone. I've been playing that golf game because I wanted to see how it was, and they were offering a discount because PGA stuff was going on in like the actual championships, like I talked about.
Dude, the fucking.
But the
I'm sorry. Continue talking. I'm gonna take my headphones off because I'm crowded in here.
Yeah.
I always close the fucking blinds. I left to go to the store, and I think somebody came in here to clean a little bit because that blind is open, like wide fucking.
That's
open.
so funny.
You can continue talking. I'm gonna close my camera in case I fall.
But I ended up getting it just because they were offering like a 25% discount on it. And I was like, you know what, fuck it. Let me see that. I realized they released it in February. They release them late. So it's like actually the whole year instead of Madden where they drop it mid-year. Actually really solid game. At least I'm playing on easy right now just for the sake of like trying to get used to the controls. I'm about to have to bump it up in level because I'm actually playing really, really good against some of these. Or I should say, bump up the other people I'm versing. Computers.
Yeah.
For the build, you're playing campaign as like your character because you can make you make your own star, blah blah blah, and it's pretty good. I decided to start like early on, but like, I wonder if I would have been the development level system. Yeah, see that look? Wow,
it's mad darker, ain't it?
Mad darker.
Let me. I don't know. I like what funny. I like what the shadow's doing for my arms. Maybe I'll keep it. No. Hold on, let me turn this desk lamp on. So that might help.
Yeah, probably.
A little bit. It looks weird.
Yeah, it's all right. but we're making do with what we got. But no, it's actually really solid. I'm liking the way that they developed it. It works for getting like they have a bunch of training games in there too that are pretty fun. Sorry guys, I'm like, it's fucking hot here. It's like, I'm sure it's hot where you're at, but it's getting hot here, so the plant is like rough.
Yeah, you ain't wrong, man. I know the code to change the thermostats in hotels, so normally it only lets you go to 65. I'm sitting at 62, and I'm freezing. Like, I really should be wearing a hoodie right now.
That's funny. Outside we just have it set for 70 at the house when we're home. Still colder than most people do, but we're not cold. But in the plant I was fucking dying, like my knees were sweating. I was like, this sucks.
Dude.
And then we had a tornado yesterday.
Yeah, I saw a little bit about that. I accidentally was like semi talking shit and also bonding with Kai. So he sent me a Snapchat. He's like, "Oh, don't mind me, just doing some fucking prep while I'm in a tornado." And I was like, "Buddy, I was building like hoods during a tornado 2 weeks ago."
No, yeah, so this actually hit Fraser.
Yeah, it was close, especially to him. I think it was like 3 miles away.
Yeah, Davion. Davion was in his car and it went over Davion.
No shit.
So I saw it was in Fraser, and then someone posted this video, and it's like, here's 14 in Gratiot or Garfield, and I'm like, he's hit 15 in Garfield.
Yeah.
So I shot him a message like, "Hey, are you and your family okay?" Because I think he lives with his grandparents over there, and he was like, "Yeah, we're good. The yard's trashed as fuck though." And I was like, "I'll bet." And then he said, "Yeah, I was in my car, stuck in traffic, and it went over me." He was like, "It was one of the scariest moments of my life."
Dude, it's fucking
he's
terrifying.
Like, "I thought my Jeep was about to lift."
Yeah, it's fucking terrifying.
But it wasn't a crazy one. So, like, I think if it had been worse, yeah, it would have been.
Yeah,
it would have been rough.
I always, it's not really to scare people, but it does scare people. Like, I try to show people, like, hey, if they drop a tornado watch, like, like, I'm that asshole that's outside, but I'm near my house or I'm near the plant. Like, I go out and look, but like, if there is a tornado watch, like, I am sure set and ready to go somewhere at the drop of a dime, because the Joplin, Missouri tornado in, I don't remember what year it was, but you look at the video is like 40 seconds long, and it's these people, like, they're filming the funnel cloud, and you could see it a little bit, and then you see like something form, and then it like blots out the sky. Like, it goes from nothing to like an F5, like that. So like, I always show people that video because I'm like, hey, if it's bad weather,
this could happen.
Be close to being inside, like.
That's the one thing I brought up to my coworker about it was like, yeah, like the thing is with us is there's so many trees and there's so many things on the ground that get in the way to make it hard for it to form. Like, it forms, but because it's so unlevel that when it's moving, it dissipates and it can't really like concentrate like it does in flat.
Yeah.
So like, I was like, that's why that's Tornado Alley, is because it's so flat and it has all that space to build.
It is also it's the weather, like because we have the Rockies on one side and the Appalachians on the other. It kind of down here, it's closer together and then it spreads out like a tornado. But it's getting worse now because of the fronts are actually shooting more up north. So like, it's gonna eventually, I want to say like within the next 10-15 years, we're gonna have a really bad tornado come through there. Like
100%.
like a really bad one. So like,
Yeah.
That's why I want a basement.
Yep. Yeah, no, we our the basement section where we would be hiding is built into the hill. So
Yeah.
I think we'd be pretty set. And then also, to be fair, like our neighborhood's essentially like it's not an island, but it was built in a quarry
Yeah.
surrounded by lake. So it's like if it gets to us, it's gonna dissipate pretty hard trying to get over the lake, and then
Yeah, you'll
because our entire neighborhood's like just nothing but hills.
you'll get to
It'll
see
fuck us up still, but
you'll see a really cool water spout. Terrifying, terrifying, but still pretty cool. Whereas
yeah.
where I live, something will catch fire and I'll see a fire tornado and be like, "Oh fuck."
And then you just be like, and then you're like, hold on, someone get the picture.
Oh, dude, 100%. I'm fucking
Yeah.
dude, I'm still a Kansas boy.
Profile picture for life.
I'm still a Kansas boy. If there's a tornado, I'm getting a fucking selfie, man. Like,
oh, dude, absolutely. That'd be sick. Fucking flame tornado. Even water tornado. Just like,
yeah.
there's like one guy out there that's going to have the like full water tribe outfit, but like within reach
Yeah.
of him. There's a lot of people that are having. There's gonna be one guy that is like it's on the couch next to him when he sees it coming, and he's like, "Yo," and throws it on, and he goes, "Yeah."
It's gonna be me.
That'd be awesome.
It's gonna be me.
But
nah.
just
like,
upload it to Facebook immediately as you're like getting launched in a tornado.
Immediate. Just be like, this is how I go, and this is the coolest death ever. Let's go.
By technicality, this photo finished uploading while it was launching through the air. It was like uploaded.
You'll see the happiness in my face, but be like, fuck.
You're just gonna be in one of those reels of like photos moments before they die.
Yeah. But no one will have a doubt that I wanted it to happen. They'll be like,
Yeah, no.
He knew the risk. He knew it.
I just saw this guy. It was a photo of someone. I don't know if it was here, but he was in a Michigan Wolverines shirt. He missed his flight, and he like broke through like a security door and got went through the stairwell and got onto the tarmac and like ran after his plane. But got sucked through the engine.
Oh fuck!
Because he was on the fucking tarmac and walked in front of the wrong spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so he got sucked through the fucking engine. And yeah. But I just saw that today. I was like, what the fuck?
Now see that.
I mean,
that
that'll
was
show
just...
you get sucked in the engine. It's you show the foot, they show him, you see him like running, and then you see the night vision of him like running up to the plane, and then it stops as he gets close to the plane.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure you just see, so
you'll see it.
green go to fuzz.
You'll see it. God.
Is the white balance off over there? No.
God. See, that's just stupidity. Like, I know what I'm gonna.
Absolutely.
I know what I'm doing is stupid, but it's gonna look cool as fuck. Like,
does it make it worse? Does it make it worse that the guy was a white guy with dreads?
I think it makes it better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of explains a little more.
Yeah.
I was like, man, that's rough. Like,
It's like
just high as fuck, runs in front of a plane.
Yeah. Like I don't
White full of white monster.
I don't ever want to make fun of somebody and like stereotype people, but there's a certain kind of white where I'm like, you should have known better.
Oh man. Yeah. That's so funny.
God.
I guess it's not funny, but thinking about that is funny. I'm just like, it's just Kyle from fucking all that.
Yeah.
Yo, thump. And
Yeah,
they're just like, "What's that?" And there's a child in the plane going, just screaming its head off, looking out the window as it
dude.
just
I
ground
know
meat.
I'm not one of the safest people, and we've talked about this on here where like I'll do some shit like it might not directly be an OSHA violation, but it will be, you know, like but like even then
Yeah,
like
here and there.
there's certain things where I'm like, all right, I can take a little bit of a risk. Like the chances of me getting hurt are very slim. But then once I do get hurt, I'm like, all right, we're never doing that again. Like we're using that as an example for everybody else. Like, you know, don't fucking drill into parts while you're holding a glove because your glove's gonna get stuck. And then whoop, like put
Yeet.
it in a fucking clamp. Take the 30 seconds to use the clamp. You know, like
Yeah. Unfortunately, there are certain reasons that rules exist.
it's there's a saying, man, it's all written in blood. Like
Yep.
somebody got hurt. That's why there's a fucking a rule and a guideline. Some of them
Yeah.
are, you know, a little dumb, like of course, but like there's still a reason. Like
Yeah. Well, that's like at my work. They're like being assholes about they just do it because we're out of engines and so they need something to do to enforce and we couldn't run, so they were like trying to be dicks about saying like headphones and safety
yeah.
glasses insert like not and I don't I mean like safety glasses saying like you have to wear them as you're walking into the building,
Oh,
not
no.
like while you're yeah, not like while you're working but while you're walking into the building.
Nah.
Like, yeah, no one did. They stopped it after 2 days because literally no one was listening to him. I didn't. I walked past the guy twice, and as he like was like, "You need safety glasses," I was like, "Yep." If he would try to stop me, I'd be like, "Bro, you're not my boss until 6 o'clock when you start paying me. Get away."
Yeah.
Like,
Dude.
but well, the other one was that yeah, the headphones thing, and I like my boss was saying to me, or he was like, "I know this is ridiculous because I'm in a cell. I'm in a surrounded thing where I'm surrounded by parts. I am of no danger. I'm actually very safe because even if Hylos were like running and gonna hit me, they were gonna hit some version of parts first that would slow it the hell down. So like, yeah, I was, they're trying the upper boss would drive by looking for shit and come point at me and be like, hey, like he's got, and not point at me, but tell them that guy at that column.
Yeah.
And he came to talk to me, and I just straight up told him, I was like, hey, if you're gonna write me up, go ahead and do it, because I'm not taking my fucking headphone out. This is dumb. I'm not falling for his power trip because he doesn't know what he's doing, and
Yeah.
this is all he knows how to do, so he's doing it. I was like, that's not my problem. I was like, I understand if I'm on the line or I'm
Yeah.
driving the high-low or tugger,
Like
but I'm literally here. Like, it's fine.
that's a rule that I do get, but like, you know, one headphone in, you know, like you're
One.
one is fine in my book. You're sitting there like
Yeah.
honestly without the headphone, I zone out way more. So I will be
Yeah.
less likely to pay attention to what's going on around me because there's no stimulus, you know, like
1000%.
yeah. I don't know. I got it. This made me feel good. It was 2021 when I was like on the Adderall and got in like pretty good shape. I still have the same sleeves, but the Kevlar sleeves they come up to here, and like normally nobody bitches at you. Like you know they let you roll them down to where they're right here because they're kind of uncomfortable and they constrict, you know. But like back then, I couldn't roll them up to there because as soon as I started picking up parts, it would like roll down and like it was like super fucking
Yeah.
tight. So I would have to cut them because big arms, you know. And I had somebody come
Yeah.
and, you know, they were bitching at me about that. They're like, your fucking sleeves are rolled down, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, physically cannot roll them up. And like, I showed him, I was like ripping them up and like pulling them up, and then I picked up a part and they started to roll down. He's still bitching, but then this one engineer there who was like in way better shape than me too, he's like, yeah, I can't do it either. Like, look, we're in shape. Like, doesn't happen. Like,
Yeah.
these are the biggest size sleeves, and unless we fucking cut a triangle in them and, you know, damage the PPE, which is a bigger rule you're not supposed to do. You gotta, what do you want us to do? Break a rule or break a rule? Like,
Yeah. How do you want it? It's really annoying. Yeah. Like, I don't know. It is just one of those, like, it's really dumb. Because, yeah, and that's the thing, too, is it's like, 99% of the time I have one headphone in at work. And if I have two headphones in at work, it's only while I am doing my job because I'm, like, focused in doing stuff. And I'm listening to music to help me, like, wake up. So when I go sit back down, it's not bad. And that's what I literally told my boss. I'm like, yeah, like, if you see me with two headphones on, it's because I'm exhausted and I'm keeping myself awake with music. Otherwise, it's just a one ear with a podcast in because I'm just chilling.
Yeah, it's a stimulus, man. And, like, we kind of talked that through, like, when we're sitting there measuring a shit ton of parts, like, we're not in the lay down area, but we're in, like, a lay down type area where, like, no high-lows go through there because they could damage our fixture if they did, you know? So, like, nothing will come in there. And, like, we've told people, like, we fought for it a little bit to where it's, like, it's still a rule where we can't and we shouldn't have a headphone in, but, like, nobody really cares because they're like, that dude's over there measuring hundreds of points on one part, and then he's got to do that 20 times. Like, let him have a podcast going. That man's gonna go fucking crazy sitting there measuring the same shit over and over and thinking about the line, trying to figure out the move they have to do. So
yeah,
generally it's okay, but, like, it's also like only do that in the certain areas that are a lay down area, and one headphone, you know,
1,000%.
if the plant is like,
1,000%.
if the plant's crazy busy, like a full production, then no headphones, like, at all. Like, because, you know, I don't trust many high-low drivers.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
No, 100%. Like, again, like when I walk out of my area, like, I don't take the earbud out, but I pause whatever I'm listening to, and I'm triple checking when I walk across the aisleway. Like, yeah, like, it's just about being, like, yeah, have it in, but don't be a fucking idiot if you have it in. Like, again, or, yeah, when you're doing something where you're not just in an area enclosed and stuff.
Yeah. And
it's fine.
I haven't really tried to fight it, but, like, my headphones are amazing. Like, I can have them set to noise canceling and then noise canceling, and then I don't hear shit, which is great when I'm, like, grinding stuff. But I can also set it to, like, ambient, to where, like,
yeah,
it will still play whatever's playing, but then it actually, like, picks up the shit around me. And, like, you know, I've got hearing damage a little bit. When I have it set to that, like, I actually hear the shit around me better because it's a fucking hearing aid, basically. I'm like,
yeah,
this would be amazing for everybody. I understand the argument. People are going to take advantage of it and say, like, oh, I have it in ambient mode and it's really noise canceling, and they're, you know, doing the wrong shit. But for me, I'm like,
yeah,
dude, if I'm grinding, I want to throw these in, like, because I can set it to noise canceling, or I can set it to ambient, and it kind of, like, it blocks the grinding, so I don't get that whir and that high pitch that's going to fuck up your cochlears. But I can also still hear people walking around, and somebody can come up and talk to me, and I can hear them. Like,
yes,
I could be actively using a grinder and still hear you and talk to you. I'm like, these are excellent. We should all be using these. Oh, they can play music.
Yeah.
You know, like,
I mean, yeah, like, I had Raycons for a little bit, and I stopped using them because they just kept breaking on me. And it's the case on them kept breaking for me.
Yeah.
And they just wouldn't charge the headphones anymore. I was like, all right, I'm done buying. I had to buy like 4 sets of them. And I was like, all right, I'm done. And so I started just getting. Also, I drop them at work.
Yeah.
Sometimes so I just started buying like $30 ones off Amazon. And those worked fine.
I'll be honest, man. Like I was doing the skull candies for a while, because I didn't like the Raycons. Like whenever something is advertised like too many times at me, I'm like, are they good?
Yeah.
Or is it like, you know, every YouTuber is getting a sponsorship? You know, like I don't like that. So I did the skull candies for a while, but same issue. Like after a few months, they would stop charging or they'd break. So like. I just got the Galaxy Buds. Dude, they've been amazing. I've had them for like 2 years now. And like, they keep the charge. You know, I did buy a case protector for them because it looked like a GameCube. Yeah. And like, that's helped a lot. But like, dude, they haven't lost a charge. Like, there's been times where like I forgot to plug the case in and like, it's like 2 or 3 days worth of battery life regardless. So like it hasn't been an issue. And then when I tell you the noise canceling on it, like I've been flying a lot. I threw that shit on a plane with like 3 crying babies. Couldn't hear shit. Like at all. Like,
see, that's the thing. I think if I had these headphones in, I definitely would hear crying babies. So like, maybe I should get some nicer headphones for like leaving at home and travel and stuff, and then have just these work ones.
Yeah, but
you bring that up, and that's
the thing. You guys have iPhones, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know how
the Galaxy Buds don't work.
Yeah, the Galaxy Buds like they'll work for it, but like a lot of the settings you adjust are like in the Android, so like I don't know how it would flesh out over there, because like I can literally go through and like you can set the noise canceling to like 100%, or you can set it to like it goes into ambient at like 50. You can turn the ambient off to where it doesn't pick up and play sounds. Like there's a shit ton of shit you can do where like you could set it to where it's just like,
that's cool,
you know, 25% noise canceling, no ambient, to where like it's just regular headphones. Or you can set it to where it picks up the shit around you and plays it back. And like, yeah, it's nice, man. Like,
dude, I'll have to look, because that'd be cool. I like that. It'd also be funny to tell like bosses that, I'm like, by the way, this thing is actually amplifying the things that are coming out around me as well.
Yeah.
So
I've told.
What do you want? I'm like, do you want me to hear it, or do you want me to hear it?
I've told my boss. I had my boss at Hero Tech. I had him put them on. I was like, all right, I'm gonna throw the ambient on, and he's like, holy shit! Like you could hear everything around you. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I want us to get approved to use these because these are awesome, man. I'm like, I can't hear shit out of my left ear. I throw that in, I can hear out of it. Like, you know, like it's great.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have to fucking turn to you like this and what, you know, like it's wonderful. Like I'm half tempted to get the over ear fucking ear pro just so I can have it in under these and no one knows.
It's so funny because you said that, and like it's just kind of occurring to me that like almost all of our relationship, you sit to my right, and so I'm always talking to your shitty ear.
Yeah. Which if you ever notice, like even on the podcast, when we start the podcast, like I'll be looking at the camera like this, and then when we start talking, I always turn like this so the right ear can pick you up.
I mean, this should have been brought up. Should we switch sides for that purpose? Like when you come back, because if it's easier for you to fucking hear me,
it's not that bad.
Because like now I'm just imagining I sound like the
no, it's not that bad. It's more of like it's a spatial thing. Like I can still hear out of the left ear. I'm not like deaf out of it, but it's like
Yeah.
if I really need to focus, I have to turn to where I can hear out of the right ear. And like to me, that's also like, you know, it's better conversational skills by accident too, because like I'm always looking at the person, but I'm not like I'm not directly looking at you, so it doesn't creep people out. And also I don't like looking people in the eyes because of tism. So I get to like slightly look to what would be your right, my left, to where I can hear you a little bit better, but it's still like I'm maintaining the eye contact ish, you know?
Yeah.
So it's not bad. Fair. And also for us, you know, the reason we do that is because mine's on this side and yours is on that side. Like,
yeah, you're not wrong.
And you
should we
switch sides of our tattoos? No, this arm is all death. I can't put pizza over there.
That's fair. Yeah, I gotta start saving up for finishing my tattoo.
Yeah.
But to wrap things up, I was like, I gotta start saving up and I want to get. I'd like to finish this thing.
Yeah.
Soon-ish.
I want to.
I haven't seen JJ in a bit.
Yeah, I want to too. I got
It's gonna hurt so bad.
Where? Oh, there. This wasn't that bad. Like, no. There was a couple spots that sucked that went right over the vein. Like, but it wasn't awful. I'm worried about back here, but you know, being back at the gym and seeing this arm come up and nothing here, I'm like, I gotta put something there, and I have plans to put stuff there, but it's gonna hurt.
I gotta get my I gotta start wearing tank tops to work again. I gotta buy some tank tops that are wearable at work, I should say.
Yeah.
It's getting hot now. I'm like, all right.
I wish we could.
It's time.
We're not allowed to.
We're allowed to, but they have to be 3 fingers width of the whatever the strap part is. Yeah, it has to be 3 fingers. So yours would work.
I also got tiny hands. I wish we could, funny. Man. I get so fucking jealous seeing some of the operators like walking around in shorts. But I'm also like, I know I would get hurt if I wasn't wearing like shorts and sleeves. Like, just fucking, there's been so many times I've climbed up a fixture and then climbed off and like, you can see where something hit my pants. And I'm like, good thing I had pants on. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, no, certain jobs, obviously I'm like, oh, I wouldn't even dare walk into a certain spot just for fear of accidentally touching something that's too sharp.
Yeah.
Like body shop would not walk into that thing without fucking pants on.
Yeah. Like,
dude, I was sweating my ass off. Like, nope.
There are times like it's still a little difficult to get the sleeve all the way up, but there's still times where like I will yank that shit up as far as I can to where it's under my work shirt. Like, cause I'm like, I'm reaching over shit and like I have cut myself like here and I'm like,
oh, that's the worst.
Yeah.
It makes your butthole pucker.
Yeah.
Kind of cut.
It definitely does when you get cut too.
You're like, whoa.
Yeah.
All right, dude, that's horrible. All right, but that being said, we should go. It's time for dinner. I'm gonna go get dinner.
Time for dinner.
But we love you guys. We thank you for listening or watching.
Or just having us on in the background.
Yeah.
That's what you should do.
The ambient background noise at your work.
Do we still update our playlist?
That's probably what this is.
We should update our playlist. Okay.
Every week.
What you should do for me, because I don't remember when this episode comes out, but it's got to be around my birthday, or America's birthday. Just put this playlist on in the background. Mute it. You don't have to listen. Just fucking play it. Get our fucking views up a little bit, please.
This is June 30th.
It won't be around my birthday.
It will not be around your birthday. We got 2 more episodes for that one.
But still, early birthday present. Just, have at it. Throw it on in the background. Put it on for your cats. Put it on for your cats.
Make your cats hate us.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys. We love you, and have a great week, and be nice to those that deserve it.
Fight those that don't.
Bye, guys.
Bye.